So, get this, a telescope a million miles out caught something weird on a planet 4 light years away, maybe city lights from aliens? I'm not talking sci-fi, this is real data from the James Webb Space Telescope, and it's kind of a big deal. It could be the first hint that we're not alone. The telescope spotted beams of light that look like they're coming from a city on a planet super far away. It's got everyone wondering about aliens all over again. The telescope looked at Proxima Centauri B, the nearest exoplanet, and saw these strange, bright flashes. Could it be a message from aliens? We'll see. People have been dreaming about life out there forever, and this discovery from the James Webb Space Telescope is like a huge step. While looking at space, the telescope found lights on a planet that look like city lights. It raises the crazy thought that there could be a whole city on that planet. Scientists are really excited, because it might be the thing they've been waiting for. It sort of suggests smart aliens running things in ways we can barely imagine. From 4 light years away, NASA folks are blown away. How long have these lights been there, just waiting for us to get good enough to see them? David Kipping, an astronomer, said this planet is really special. Most rocky planets just soak up sunlight and give off infrared, but this one is doing something else because of how it interacts with its star, Proxima Centauri. This find shows how key the James Webb Space Telescope is to figuring out the universe. It uses infrared to see what's up with Proxima Centauri B, which is important for figuring out the planet's air. Because of this, scientists want to use the telescope to check the atmosphere even closer, to see if life could live there. The Webb telescope is great at catching infrared light, so it can watch Proxima Centauri B even at night. Most telescopes can't see faint light in space, but this one is awesome at it. That makes it perfect for proving if those city lights are real. The telescope can spot man-made light, but only if it's in a specific range, unlike regular stars. Proxima Centauri B and its star have a close relationship that affects the planet a lot. Like other planets, it gets a ton of energy from its star, and it goes through day and night. Day is super hot, night is freezing. These crazy temperature swings are because of what the planet is made of. If it doesn't have any air, the temperature difference would be extreme burning on one side, frozen on the other. Scientists are really into these changes because it tells them what the planet's air is like, and the James Webb Space Telescope can study the air using infrared. The Webb telescope is going to be super important for future finds. The way the telescope orbits Earth lines up with Proxima Centauri B's orbit, so scientists can watch the planet's day and night every 11.2 days. If Proxima Centauri B has air, the next thing to do is check out what's in it to see if it could support life. Finding stuff like oxygen, water, and methane would mean there's a good chance for life. It means studying the light that passes through the planet's air, which is tricky. The James Webb Space Telescope is good at checking out air on planets. It's meant to measure water, carbon dioxide, and methane, but not as good at finding free oxygen, which is the big sign of life. But it can still look for other stuff like ozone, which means a healthy air. As scientists dig into the telescope's data, the search for other worlds goes on. We're getting closer to answering if we're the only ones out here. It's important to know that the James Webb Space Telescope can only see a few planets that are nearby. To study planets' air better, astronomers will use ground telescopes, like the Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, which starts in 2028. The ELT will look closely at faraway planets' air and give us better info on whether life could live there. So, researchers have big plans for future telescopes. They want to block out starlight so they can see the planets better. It's like shielding your eyes from the sun. These telescopes will focus on the light from planets, so it's easier to check out their atmospheres and see if they could support life. But it's not easy. Stars are really bright. It makes the light from planets hard to see. To fix it, scientists are thinking up cool stuff. One thing is a coronagraph, which blocks starlight inside the telescope, but lets planet light through. By messing with the light waves, it can make the star less bright. Another idea is a star shade. It is a massive flower-shaped spacecraft that flies with a telescope and blocks starlight before it even gets to the telescope. It will make it easier to see planets in the spots where water and life could exist. These things need to be super accurate. For example, a star's shade has to be aligned within tiny measurements over huge distances. Plus, they have to be small, use little power, and handle space. But, if it works, we could find biosignatures, which are chemicals that show life, like oxygen, methane, or water. These things would be big signs that life is out there. Researchers are also trying to take better pictures of planets. Future telescopes could have adaptive optics. They fix any blur from Earth's air, so pictures are sharper. Along with blocking starlight, this could let scientists map the surfaces of planets and check out their weather. Making these telescopes is a huge step forward in finding out if we're alone. We're getting closer to finding life beyond Earth, which would change how we see our place in the universe. Space stuff and the search for life is speeding up. As scientists look closer at planets, the James Webb Space Telescope is making a change in space discoveries. It's helping astronomers learn about the structure, what the planets are made of, and if they could be lived on. With new info, we're closer to finding out if there's life somewhere else. Finding Proxima Centauri B is just the start of something big in how we study life. Proxima Centauri is the closest star to us, so it's been studied a lot. But, finding real signs of life, like artificial light, seemed far off. The fact that the Webb telescope spotted light makes us hope maybe we'll meet other aliens one day. This kind of finds make the public and scientists excited. That makes new people want to look beyond Earth. The James Webb Space Telescope keeps looking, not just for lights, but for air, chemicals, and things that could mean life. Looking for biosignatures like methane and carbon dioxide is important. The Webb telescope can check these things, which helps us see if other worlds could be like Earth. Maybe the coolest thing is that we're seeing the past. The light from these planets takes years to reach us, so what we see is what happened a while ago. Each find is like looking back in time. With the James Webb Space Telescope sending data, we're on the edge of a change. Questions we couldn't answer before, like if there are aliens, might finally be answered. From super far away, NASA folks are shocked, wondering how long these lights have been there, waiting for us to get good enough to see them. David Kipping, an astronomer at Columbia, says the planet where they saw the lights is one of a kind. It doesn't act like most rocky planets, which soak up sunlight and give off infrared light. This planet does things differently because of how it interacts with its star, Proxima Centauri. This find by the James Webb Space Telescope shows how important it is for figuring out the secrets of the universe. Its ability to see infrared light was key to spotting the weird way Proxima Centauri B acts, which is needed to understand what the planet's air is like. This is so important that scientists want to use the telescope to check out the planet's atmosphere more closely, hoping to find out if it could have life. The Webb telescope is great at seeing dim light in space, making it perfect for checking if the mysterious city lights on Proxima Centauri B are real. The telescope can spot man-made light in space if it's the right kind. Proxima Centauri B has a changing and strong tie with its star, which really affects things there. Like lots of planets, it gets tons of power from Proxima Centauri as it goes around the star. The planet has day and night, like Earth. It gets super hot in the day and really cold at night. These big hot and cold swings are interesting to astronomers because they can tell us about what the air on Proxima Centauri B is made of. Because the James Webb Space Telescope can take infrared pictures, scientists can study the planet's heat and learn more about its air. Webb's role here is key. What's cool is that the James Webb Space Telescope goes around Earth at the same rate that Proxima Centauri B goes around its star. This lets scientists see the planet's daylight every 11.2 Earth days. If Proxima Centauri B has air, the next thing to do is figure out what's in it to see if it could support life. Finding things like oxygen, water vapor, and methane would mean the planet could have life. This means studying the light that goes through the planet's air, which is tricky. While the James Webb Space Telescope is good at checking out planet air, it's not made to do that. It's better at measuring water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane, but not as good at finding free oxygen, which is a big sign of life. But the telescope can still look for other things like ozone, which means a healthy, livable atmosphere. As researchers keep looking at the data from the Webb telescope, the search for faraway planets continues. This search is getting us closer to answering a big question: are we alone? It's good to remember that the James Webb Space Telescope can only see a few exoplanets that are pretty close to Earth. To really study planet air, astronomers will use ground observatories like the Extremely Large Telescope, ELT, which should be up and running in 2028. The ELT will check out the air of faraway exoplanets in more detail, giving us clearer info on whether they could have life. Lastly, researchers are planning future space telescopes. They want to make tech that cuts down on starlight so they can see planets better. Like blocking the sun to see better, these telescopes will zoom in on the dim light from exoplanets, making it easier to study their air and see if they could have life. But this is hard. Stars are crazy bright, making it tough to see the faint light from planets. To fix this, scientists are trying different things. One is using coronagraphs, which are special tools and telescopes that block starlight. By playing with the light waves, coronagraphs can dim the star, so it's easier to see the planet's light. Another idea is the Star Shade, a huge flower-shaped spacecraft that will fly with a telescope. The star shade will block starlight before it even gets to the telescope, so only the planet's light gets through. This could be great for seeing planets in the habitable zone, where there could be water and life. These new tech pieces have to be super precise. Keeping a star shade aligned has to be done within millimeters over long distances. They also have to work in space, meaning they need to be small, use little power, and handle the harsh space conditions. Even with these problems, it's worth it. If we can study the air of exoplanets, we might find biosignatures, chemical signs of life like oxygen, methane, or water vapor. This could prove that life exists beyond Earth. Researchers are also trying to take better pictures of faraway planets. Future telescopes might have adaptive optics, which fix distortions from Earth's air or the telescope's own movements, making pictures sharper. With starlight blockers, this could let scientists not just see exoplanets, but map their surfaces and study their weather. Making these new space telescopes is a huge step in finding out if we're alone. By getting better at seeing these faraway planets, we're closer to finding out if life exists somewhere else, which could change how we see our place in the universe. The search for life is moving fast. As scientists look closer at exoplanets, the James Webb Space Telescope is starting a fresh time of space finds. Its data is helping astronomers learn about the layout, stuff, and livability of faraway worlds. Every new thing we learn gets us closer to the big question: is there life out there? The Proxima Centauri B find is just the start of something that could change how we look for aliens. Since it's the closest star to us, Proxima Centauri has been studied a lot. But finding hard proof of life, like artificial light, seemed far off. The fact that the Webb telescope saw this light makes us hope that we might meet other life forms in the universe one day. This kind of find gets scientists and the public hyped, pushing new people to look beyond Earth. As the James Webb Space Telescope keeps watching, it's not just looking for artificial lights. It's also checking planet air, what's in it, and the conditions that could support life. Looking for biosignatures like methane or carbon dioxide is key to knowing if these planets could have life like Earth. The Webb telescope's knack for checking these air parts shows how possible it is for faraway worlds to have life. Maybe the coolest part of this is that we're seeing the past. The light from these planets takes years to reach us, so what we see now happened years ago. Each thing we find is a look into history, showing us the universe as it was. With the data from the James Webb Space Telescope coming in, we're on the verge of a fresh chapter where questions that seemed impossible, like the thought of alien life, might finally get answers.